It's almost like when you buy that house and you just know that this is the house or the car, or even I'll go so far as to say that first love. I just knew that this was the place. My wife and I, we both knew that this was the place and just loved it.
My experience was wonderful here. We had so much fun. It was a community. It was a family-oriented place, very faith-filled. I made my first communion here, my confirmation here, my reconciliation here. I got married here. My kids got baptized here. It's a tradition in my family. My father went here. My aunts and uncles went here. My brothers and sister went here. There was no doubt that my children were coming here.
When we see alumni, parents in our school, now enroll their children into this institution, what that says to me is we've been a success. We've been a success at this school now for 100 years. And what we're honestly saying right now is that when we see our own bring their children back to us, that means we've provided values, we've provided faith, and an experience that they want to share with their children, because it says to them, look, I've been a success in my life in raising you, and this is a gift that I want to give you, the same gift that my parents gave me, something that allows them to see that there's something more important in life than just the sports or academics, that there are relationships that need to be blossomed, and those relationships can be blossomed here in a wonderfully safe, secure, faithful, prayerful, and loving environment. So as we bring our children into an environment where we have the opportunity now to educate, what we're saying is that we want to also not just provide for them the best education that we possibly can, and we do. We want to be able to say that we provide for them a deepening awareness of who Jesus Christ is in their life. Or if they're just beginning, a beginning awareness of where Jesus Christ is in their life. And actually after that, that awareness blossoms into how they behave. That awareness blossoms into how they grow up and how they treat each other. Those are the things that we want to instill, but in a sense of faith that allows them to know that God is their hope. God is their foundation. And this is exactly what we want to bring to bear for every single one of these children that come here. And I have to say that are lucky enough to come here, because our program not only takes the traditional, but it also becomes a very innovative step in who we are as Catholics, who we are as educators, who we are as a parish, who we are as a family, and that's something that they can go home with and to provide for their own families. And then as they grow up, ultimately too, bring that same identity to our parish family, bring that same identity to all of us.
And so the Catholic identity is really just being the best version that you can be. And I think here at St. Teresa, everyone is interested in helping our students to be the best version that they can be.
You can tell that all the teachers and your fellow classmates, just everybody really wants you to succeed, and everybody works hard and tries to make everybody else better.
I think that the core values of the school they've shown up in my kids in a way that we didn't expect. They changed our kids. They made them more responsible. They have given them a different drive than they've ever had before. I feel like they're better people because of the values that have been instilled through this Catholic education.
We instill in them the core values of faith, community, and responsibility, and the ability to persevere, so that by the time they graduate, these values will be ingrained in them, that they will become better members of society.
We have 2 children attending St. Teresa. One is in advanced classes. Another one needs a little extra help when it comes to the schoolwork, and St. Teresa is so accommodating to both of our children. The advanced classes offered to our oldest child has really helped him grow and achieve higher goals, and our other child who needs a little extra help has, the resources that she needs to help her at her level.
St. Teresa has invested pretty heavily in providing support for those students who struggle. So we have myself, which is an intervention teacher, a speech and language pathologist, a school psychologist, and an academic support person, and we work together as a team to provide support for that child. To the parents, it provides support to them as well, so they are not feeling alone in trying to solve a problem. That team building confidence gives them a safety net.
The one thing that really brought us into this was the community. We didn't know anything about the school, but we knew about the people here. We knew about the character of the people that were here. We wanted to be a part of it. That was this huge selling point for us.
So the St. Teresa community, I think, is filled with individuals who just have a general care and concern for each other. And we were just drawn to it. And so when it was time to look for schools, we then went to several schools around the area. We found that that sense of community was also within the school. It wasn't just in the church, but it was in the school itself as well. We were just very drawn to that. We felt welcomed immediately.
I would say what separates St. Teresa from other schools in the area, our blended learning program. St. Teresa is one of 13 Catholic schools in the country to have a blended learning program with the Seton Partner Organization.
Blended learning is a teaching approach that combines teacher-led small group instruction with targeted online instruction for grades kindergarten through 8th grade. So a teacher will lead one small group of students with her own instruction for the curriculum that day. And the other small group will be using specialized online content, be it math or reading, that targets exactly the skills they need to be working on that day. Blended learning has changed the way students can learn because first, teachers have more tools in order to figure out exactly what students need to learn that day or even throughout the year. And that it also gives students more time to work on the skills that they need that particular day and throughout the year.
As an educator myself, I think it's important to recognize that students learn in a variety of different ways. And blended learning offers a variety of capacities to suit a student's desires or the ways that they're more prone to learn. And so by offering them different components, whether it's group instruction, whether it's individual instruction, or whether it's having the technological abilities to search out answers for themselves, I think helps meet the students where they are. By offering the technology in the classroom, our school is preparing students to be ready to work with technology at high school level, college level, and obviously beyond.
I would say that St. Teresa differs from different schools in the area. We have clubs, Lego club and book club. We have a running club and a student council, just to name a few. We have a wonderful science lab here at St. Teresa. There is room for students to spread out. They can be creative. They can do hands-on experiments. We want them to be creative and to think outside of the box, and that's what we're able to do here with our science lab. They're able to just explore. And so we want to make sure that that passion and that excitement for science is alive. We also have advanced classes here.
We have advanced math and advanced language arts for grades 5 through 8.
I get to see them grow in my classroom, which is really exciting to teach the same kids for 4 years and to watch them develop into sophisticated writers and mature thinkers and deep questioners is incredibly exciting.
In advanced language arts, we do a lot of really fun things with our teacher, Mrs. Stevens. We do this thing called sacred writing time, which is like she teaches us a skill, and then we just write for 15 minutes straight. And I really like writing, so it's really fun. I want to be an author when I grow up because I love writing stories.
I mean, these teachers, they're here all the time. They care about every kid. They go that extra mile, which as parents, makes you feel great.
I think the teachers here are very nice. You feel comfortable with them, and they really work with you a lot. And I think that's how St. Teresa has helped me become a better person.
From the time that they start here until the time that they leave, they're preparing for what's beyond St. Teresa. I would not go anywhere else. It takes a village to raise your child, and it really does, and I feel like this is the best village there.